Students, welcome to Convocation. We are 3 weeks into the last 6 weeks of the fall semester. You should have your progress report that you're going to receive today in Convocation, and if you have a question about your current grade, then you can check out Skyward. There might have been changes since the grades were entered, or you can ask your teacher. Final exam schedules are going to be coming up after we return from the break, and if you're not happy with the grade that you have on your progress report, you still have a couple weeks left to change the final average that will go into your semester average. Today, your counselors, myself and Ms. Smith, are going to go over some things by grade level to discuss with you that you should have accomplished or be on your way to accomplishing for the fall semester for college entrance. Lastly, over the Thanksgiving Convocation, we talked about being difference makers and talking and encouraging teachers who are being difference makers in our lives. And a lot of you filled out these difference maker cards, a thick stack of these that you did. Thanks to all of you who participated. I received a note from a student, a difference maker card myself, and it really made a big difference on one of the worst days I've had so far this school year. So thank you to the student that wrote that. Students, please take advantage of this program and encourage others. Make your campus the most encouraging place it can be. Thank you, and Eagle Fight never dies.
Hi DHS, I'm Ms. Thomas. I'm one of the counselors and I serve students with the last name A through L. I'm going to visit with you about 9th grade and just what you should be focusing on as a 9th grader. We do have a checklist in the counseling center, so if you're a 9th grader and you'd like to have it, then you are more than welcome to come on in and grab the checklist.
Alright freshmen, we're going to take a look at this checklist, which it says, what should I be doing as a 9th grader? And this is a really good checklist that will help you make sure that you're thinking about the future and doing the things right now that open up opportunities for you for your future. The first thing you'll see is it says take challenging classes that are right for you and your academic strengths. What that means is you don't have to be taking all pre-P, all AP, all dual credit, but we want you to be challenging yourself. So if you have some areas of strength, then take those more challenging classes just to get the most out of them and get prepared for college. Keep your grades up and develop and continue good study habits. It's really important that even from freshman year that you have the best grades possible and you start to develop those good study habits that will take you all the way through college. It's hard to correct those later, so it's really good to get in the habit right now. Talk to your counselor about taking pre-AP, AP, or dual credit classes. We would love for you to come down and visit us if you have questions about any of those. If you're interested in being in any of those, if you're just curious what that looks like, we would love to visit with you about that. Also, get active in extracurricular activities and volunteer for community service projects. It matters to colleges that you're well-rounded, meaning if you're at the very top of your class, they also still care about what else you've done. Do you participate in band? Do you participate in athletics? Have you done community service? Are you in NHS? There's a whole bunch of different opportunities. Have you participated in a club, or do you serve the community in some way? That all looks really good for colleges. They care about that. It's not just about the grades, it's really about the whole person. Start thinking about your dream career. This will help you to figure out what you think you want to major in, which in turn helps you figure out which college you want to go to. So if you think about that dream career, it's important to start researching it and collecting information and then just start a file on that. You can, just kind of do some research, keep it all together so that will help you kind of narrow down what your possible major could be. Talk to people with interesting jobs and ask lots of questions. It's important if you have no idea what you want to do that you just start asking people questions about their job and their career. That just helps you get some ideas and see if you're interested. College fairs, it's really important that when they're offered you try to attend them, because there's many colleges that attend college fairs and you can get a big taste just by going for an hour. Begin visiting college campuses. if you go anywhere, like on a family vacation or just you're out, maybe in Denton, if you can stop by a college campus that's nearby, that's going to be an invaluable experience for you. It's really important to get the feel of a college to know if you like that college. If the more colleges that you visit, the more you'll know if you like a big school, a small school, a private school, a public school. You really have no concept of what you're going to enjoy until you get a feel of that college. So that's really important. Also explore summer opportunities. So during the summer, sometimes they offer camps or different internships, community or volunteer opportunities. We really encourage that you get involved in something over the summer that you could use on your college resume, but also that will give you some experience to help you know what you want to do when you graduate high school. And at the very bottom, and it's bolded, it says grades are one of the top things universities consider. Grades are important, even for freshmen, and a lot of times freshmen think, oh, it's fine, grades aren't that important, I'll make it up later. And that just doesn't usually tend to work out. Grades are really important. They count. Colleges look at grades. Your freshman grades are calculated into your GPA and into your rank, and it's really hard to recover if you just don't take it seriously. So we really strongly suggest that you take all your grades seriously. We are here for you in the Counseling Center. Any questions that you have, we really encourage you to stop by the First Floor Counseling Center and talk to your counselor, and we'll help you with classes, questions about college, questions about the future. We welcome anyone to come and visit with us.
Hello DHS, my name is Ms. Wardis. I'm the counselor for the last names M through Z. I'm here to talk to you today a little bit about checklists for sophomores in regards to college and career. We'll have it available down in the counseling office. I just want to encourage you to keep setting goals or revise them as you go, and we're here to help you in any way that we can.
Okay, this is a to-do checklist for your sophomore year. Continue to keep your grades and GPA up. The grades you are making now will have a huge impact on your future in the colleges you are interested in going to. Check your grades and credits. Make sure there aren't any classes you need to take this summer in order to recover the credit. You were given the opportunity to take the PSAT this year. You need to start thinking about preparing for the ACT and SAT. There are many scholarships available that will provide money for your future based off of your SAT and ACT scores. Start looking into SAT or ACT tutoring, or find opportunities that offer guidance and tutoring for the SAT or ACT tests. Summer is a great time to do this research. Get familiar with College Board, Khan Academy, and the ACT website. Narrow down your activities to 2 or 3 that you do throughout high school and may continue to pursue through college. Start a list of colleges to consider. Be sure to attend any college fairs in your area. Begin to think about which colleges you would like to visit and find out more in-depth information about it. If you're interested in trade school or specific careers, start meeting with people and researching what each job requires of you. Start to research college admission websites and take virtual tours that will help you learn more about each university. Begin a resume and update your records of activities, volunteer work, programs, classes, awards, and honors. Start filing information you receive on colleges and scholarships, and begin to look into scholarships you think you may be interested in and find out what you need in order to receive them. If you'd like a copy of this to-do list, be sure to come get one out of the First Floor Counseling office. And remember that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. Keep your eyes fixed on your goals and commit to achieving them with hard work, dedication, and commitment.
Hey guys, it's Mrs. Smith, and I'm here to talk to you about some things that you need to do to get ready for after high school. Specifically, I'm here to talk to you about juniors, but that's mostly on the video, but there's also a few things for freshmen through seniors and some scholarship opportunities that are coming up. So if you need help with those or you have questions about those, please stop by my room 229. Thanks.
Hi guys, so today I'm going to talk to juniors for a second about what you should be doing now and ongoing, and especially before Christmas or right after Christmas. You need to concentrate on your GPA, keep your grades really high, and take challenging courses when possible. So think about your scheduling for your senior year. and any rigorous courses that you could be taking. Get info packets from colleges you're considering. Make sure you go to their websites and make calls to the admission offices. Sometimes making calls is better than the website because it helps you understand. I just do quick Google searches for any school plus admission requirements, so like UT admission requirements, and it should pull right up. Intensify your scholarship search. Keep track of deadlines and requirements. Use websites such as unigo.com and chegg.com. I've talked about Unigo, but I'm going to show you Chegg just super fast in just a second. I would get registered for that. They have an upcoming scholarship that's super easy to fill out. They're very short questions, like 250 words or less, for several $1,000s sometimes. Make sure you're attending career days, college fairs, and financial aid workshops. Know your options of financial aid early. Your counselors can give you that information. You can starting that process of filling out FAFSA and those kinds of things and getting a head start on beginning those applications. You can start in-depth college visits this year. You're allowed 2 days your junior year and 2 days your senior year during school. So ask a counselor in AP how this works. You should take advantage of this. A lot of juniors don't know that they can use 2 days during their junior year to go see colleges. So ask somebody about that for the spring, possibly. Shameless plug here. Come to the Avid Club. The next meeting is December 20th. We'll be discussing upcoming scholarships, and there'll be an opportunity to earn an hour of community service that day, which a lot of colleges like. Plus, your senior year, you get special cords if you have so many community service hours over the last 4 years of high school. So it's never too late to start on that. And also with Avid Club, you can go visit a college or two if you come to so many meetings. Right before the holidays or right after, make sure you meet with your counselor and make sure your classes are on track for college or post-high school plans. Make sure you don't have any deficiencies in your credits, and make sure that you know what colleges require that you're interested in. Look at your PSAT scores. They're released on December 12th. If you took it in October, see if you qualify for the National Merit Scholarship, and talk to someone on campus about your scores and how to break them down. I'm happy to help talk you through that, or I'm sure one of your counselors would be as well. Talk to your coach if you want to play for a college team and how to pursue those scholarships, because now's the time to start talking to those colleges about that. Make sure you're registered for the ACT and SAT tests. I know some of you probably took it last Saturday, which is great. Take both tests at least once during your junior year so you can plan to retest as needed. Contact the U.S. military academies if you want to apply. Find out if they have summer programs or week-long camps to see what your options are. And this is a good time to start researching summer workshops and college courses. If you want to get a jump start on your basics and you don't want to take dual, or maybe you are, but you want to take a couple of other courses to try to get ahead. Look for jobs, internships, or volunteer opportunities that could help you pursue your college and career goals, as well as help you achieve scholarships. Now's the time to look for those opportunities and start making phone calls. I know summer feels like a long way away, but it's really not when you're trying to look for opportunities like this. There are grants also for internships. I'm plugged into some of those, so if you need help talking about grants for internships to travel and go explore career choices, stop by my room and I can try to help you with that, or one of your counselors could as well. Begin compiling or adding info to your high school resume, portfolio, audition tapes, writing samples, etc. for scholarship opportunities. If you don't already have a high school resume, this is good for any grade level to start one, so you can keep adding to your activities, community service hours, and so forth. If you want a copy of this checklist, juniors, then stop by my room and I will print some off for you. I'm going to put some in the office and in the counseling office so you have a checklist. And if you have questions, stop by my room or ask one of the counselors. The last thing I wanted to show you was this chegg.com. There's a scholarship right now that's due December 31st, and the question is just reflecting over on 2016, what was your biggest accomplishment and why? And it's like 250 words, and so it's $1,000 scholarship. Winner, you can apply for some of these each month, so Chegg.com has a ton just like Unigo, and they're super easy scholarships, and they have very interesting and unusual and unique scholarships as well. They have a lot for minority students and first-generation students, athletes, anything that you could possibly think of in any group that you're a part of. They probably have a scholarship for you. You can start applying for these as a freshman in high school. So stop by my room if you have any questions or you need help with that, or the JFK scholarship if you're still interested in pursuing that scholarship and it's not due till January.
Seniors, this information is designed specifically for you and your current circumstances. Man, can you believe it? We're getting really close to being done with our fall semester. And there's a lot of things that you should have accomplished. So this information for you is to try to narrow things down and simplify things. We don't want you to feel overwhelmed, but you really need to get on the ball if you're going to be applying to colleges. The first thing at this point, you should have narrowed down your field of college choices and either have applications turned in or have those turned in very soon. Secondly, we're in the third week of this last 6 weeks, and this 6 weeks is going to be pivotal for some of you for your midterm grades. That progress report should give you an idea about where you are. You need to finish as strong as possible for this 6 weeks. These midterm grades are going to show up on your transcripts. I just want to encourage you to not give up. If you see something on there that's kind of scary, work hard, get with your teacher so that you can get that grade up. The last thing is that this is something that sometimes you don't think about. So many of you are going to be applying for student aid. And if you're going to apply for student aid, that requires tax information. And at the end of the year here is when you start filling out your taxes. So when you do that and your parents do that, you need to keep that information handy so that you can apply for FAFSA and things like that. The last thing is, and this kind of amazed me when I first got here, it has to do with local scholarships. There's a ton of local scholarships that people around here provide for students just at Decatur High School. And I get to sit on some committees that decide who gets this money. And each year I've been surprised at the few amount of kids that apply for a lot of money. So either get on the counselor's websites to find the local scholarships, or go down and see Ms. Thomas or Ms. Wartez and say, hey, Mr. Russell was talking about these local scholarships and I want to know what's available to me. Lastly, I would say this, that we're about at midterm and we're coming up on a really awesome spring. Keep it together. Don't give up. Don't let senioritis get to you. And finish as strong as you possibly can. Have a great holiday and Merry Christmas.